Right now, though, it's time for our one-on-one segment. Normally, that's Eric Winston handling that. Tonight, it's Tommy Drake here in the second quarter. Tommy's going to be spending time going 1-on-3 or 1-on-2.
1-on-2 for a minute. Mike's going to run off and come back.
With some of the cast of Trick My What as we move the blocking sleds in place. Take a look at a video of one of the earlier episodes in Season 1 of Trick My What.
John Schneider here. Masons build things that are going to be around for generations. I want to learn how they do it.
On this episode of Trick My What, John Schneider tries his hand at bricklaying.
That's embarrassing.
While the Lone Star guys trick out one of the worst pickups in Texas.
Oh my gosh. I think I can do the tail light. Some strawberry fruit roll up right there.
I'm so excited for Jim to see this truck.
Go! Yeah, so Chance and Sparxx, Mike is off getting his hamstring looked at. Perfect. Yes.
Hello, Paul.
Chance, I have stuff about you. A-Leaf, that's where you grew up?
A-Leaf, Texas.
Cool, so you're a real Texan. Now, growing up, you weren't really, we've been joking about how you weren't really into sports, but you had lots of hobbies growing up, right?
Oh, yeah, certainly. Auto mechanics.
Auto mechanics.
Yeah.
And how old were you when you first got into engines and cars and boats and motors and things like that?
I would probably say 15.
15?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool.
So that's where I learned it all. Look at me today.
What's the first thing that you built or rebuilt that you were really proud of?
First vehicle I rebuilt was a 66 Chevy truck. That was my first vehicle. Had to rebuild it myself, paint it myself. Excellent. Motor, everything.
Excellent.
We had no money.
You had no money.
No, so
not like now. Now you're
now
independently very well.
Speedboats
and lake houses.
And I'm going to ask you a question. There's a couple questions. You guys filled out some questionnaires for us.
Certainly,
there's a couple questions that you guys all gave exactly the same answer to, which I'm sure you'd be curious to.
I would
find
love
out.
to know.
I wonder
that,
what
yeah.
the same question is.
Who inspired you? Who was your inspiration growing up? Did you have any role models? Was there anybody that you said, I really want to be like that, or I really want to do things the way that person does?
I would have had to say my dad.
Okay.
Following his footsteps. He's been self-employed and really doesn't work, so I keep trying to follow that pattern. It's really not working out for me, though.
Because the bastard never works.
I'm there every day. Okay. Every day.
Who's
Who's there every day? Before you.
You're there, but you don't do anything.
You
This
guys
guy didn't even show up on time.
No, doesn't.
No, absolutely.
That's because I haven't had a day off in a month and a half.
That's not
so
my problem.
So if I come in at 9:15, it's okay.
Who's there?
I don't. Yeah, but you live 15 minutes away.
Maybe you should move closer.
No.
Sparxx, where'd you grow up?
I grew up in Jerseyville, north side of Houston.
Okay. And when did you get into rebuilding?
Vehicles, actually, probably when I was like 11 or 12, started working on, friends' vehicles, and then, once you start building like speaker boxes and working on engines and everything, all your friends decide they're going to come over and just have you work on theirs. So,
very cool.
Yeah, I started when I was really young.
I got something good to talk about. I'm back.
And hey, Mike.
Yes, sir.
And when did you stop playing baseball?
8 years old.
Organized baseball.
8 years old.
In high school.
I was in high school.
What position were you playing?
Pitcher.
Left out.
Pitcher.
Pitcher, catcher, and third. So when you got an arm, they put you at all those
Right.
key positions.
Right.
To
Last game you started on the mound. Do you remember how it turned out?
it was probably the best game I ever had in my life.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we get a
Good to
yearbook
know.
or something?
I
See
don't
this
believe
guy's for
any of
real?
this.
I mean, really.
No,
Chance,
I was actually really
quit living
good.
your dream, dude.
And Chance, I don't know if you know.
Nib High School
I-
football
I'm
rules.
always living the dream.
Yeah,
I'm
talking to
always living the
Sparxx.
dream.
Talking to Sparxx.
Who
right
are
now.
you?
Yeah.
Go
I
away.
want to talk.
Sparxx, did you have an inspiration growing up? Was there
Of course,
somebody?
it was my father.
Okay,
You
see,
know.
same answer. Very interesting. I'm different. It's a different person we're talking
It was
about.
my father, and
I know Zip it.
Oh, man.
no matter how it turns out, you give 100%, and that's all you can give. So
My dad
the
found the
result
show.
you have to be happy with.
Okay.
Very
cool. Mike,
Yes, sir.
when you were 10 years old and people asked you, what do you want to be when you grow up, what did you say? Do you remember?
Well, I was like, number one, the donut thing. So I was like, I'm going to keep on with the donuts. pen. I don't know, man. My dad, he always he gave me good ideas. He's like, "Oh, you're good with this. You're good with that. You should be a chemist. You should do this. You should do that." And then I was like, eventually, I just ended up just being in college for a very long time.
Okay. This was a 10-year plan.
Okay,
Yeah.
what did you study in school?
Everything. I remember we did the, and I have the card to prove it.
You have some certification you're going to
Yes.
show me?
I whip it out. Even at the dentist office, I did this. Not too long
Did you?
ago.
Okay.
But that was under the gas. But now I'm under the I'm under the lemonade. So so I did the 3 trips at Woodrow's, 50.
3 trips at Woodrow.
3 trips. So I was #1 in Houston. So you go to Little Woodrow's, you'll see me #1, Mike Clark.
Hold that wallet up to the camera. That's a beauty.
Stainless steel, brother.
That's gorgeous. Stainless steel wallet. That's
a
a lot.
stainless steel duct
Also
tape
from the
wallet.
wife. No, it's stainless steel, man. Where's
Did
yours?
you make that for him?
Wow.
Touch
No, I
my
didn't.
stuff.
I did it.
No, but it was funny because I finished and I called my dad and I said, "Hey, Dad, you'll never believe what happened. I was first in Houston to hit 50 beers," and he's like, "So did you graduate yet or what?" And I was like, "I'm working on it." So, but yeah, eventually I finally did get out of school,
Hey, Chance.
and I'm
when-
still here. It all out.
Eventually got out of school. Chance, when you first got the phone call about this show, Trick My What, were you like, yeah, I'm all for it, or were you like, what is this? I have no idea. What's the reaction when you get a phone call like that?
That day I was out on a charity golf tournament having a few lemonades.
Speaking of.
Speaking of.
Uh-huh.
And NASA called me and said, "Hey, we had a phone call from a company and said that we want to put you on TV." I was like, "No, there's no way." Well, I got home and called him that night, and sure enough, I was shocked.
Yeah.
So I didn't believe it.
You doubted it right up
Oh,
front.
certainly you'd have
Yeah.
to. Doubted it the whole time
You-
until they actually showed up.
You know, the funny thing about that was at this time the economy was down and it was slow and we're having meetings and you're like, something needs to happen. Like, we need to get a TV show or something. And I swear it was just like that.
Wow.
It was just like that.
You know, it's funny. Sometimes you say stuff out loud and it happens. I don't want to make this an inspirational
He always
segment, but sometimes that happens. You say stuff
like,
out loud.
"Low,
and it
I
happens.
didn't make $1 million.
Yeah,
he's
there
like,
you
Lord,
go.
he's like, Lord, give me a boat with 502 supercharged motors. And it happens.
Bam!
Oh man, y'all are something else.
So
He's gonna
the
just
show's
sit back.
just now getting going. It's an exciting time for you guys. Gives you a whole new energy. Now, do you get, as soon as this show gets going, Sparxx, you get other offers? You get other people calling you going, "I have a project for you," or "I have something I want to do. I want to pay you
I'm
extra
too
to do
busy
this."
to take phone calls because I'm too busy working on his truck.
You guys took our call.
Here's
though. I mean,
Sparxx
I
right
know how
here.
busy
Yeah.
you guys are, but you still took the call to
Here's,
come here.
Here's
so.
the Sparxx right
So
here.
do people pay more attention to you
I know
when,
Nelson can do the
when
imitation.
stuff's going on? Is my question. You guys getting more attention now that you have the show going?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
People are listening to
Definitely.
us.
Cool. Very
So-
cool.
Definitely.
And do you get contact by people that you worked with in the past trying to scam in on what you got going?
Hey,
Yeah.
y'all hiring over
yeah,
there?
exactly.
yeah. You get those emails.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh, I get them
Definitely.
too.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Yeah, those are the different type of ones. Hey, what you doing?
No, it's like that Sparxx. You got to see me build something. I'm like, really?
Yeah.
Mike, you have any personal projects that you're working on outside of the show? You got anything that you want to be working on that you don't have time for? Anything that
Guns?
guns?
Yeah.
I want to hear
I
about
like,
guns.
I like the guns. I like.
This
Mike's
is
hearing
this is
about
recent.
guns.
It says in my notes you have a recent obsession with guns. Is that right? Is that how that works?
Yeah. Well, when
Okay.
I say recent obsession, I mean over the past year and a half, I like the guns.
Automatic
We
shotgun.
had a gun store move in next door to us.
Okay.
So that's where he spends his day instead of working.
That's not
Across the
true at
street.
all.
I'll be right
Oh.
back.
Not true at
Going
all.
next door.
Okay.
Yeah.
No. I
Mike?
mean, I
What's the first name of the guy that runs the gun store? Or girl?
Oh man, maybe I should hook him up.
Yeah.
Maybe you
Bill
should.
Pace.
Bill Pace. And
Houston
you go,
Armory.
So
Houston
you hang
Armory.
out. You hang out with Bill.
Not
frequently?
very often.
Not
but,
very often at all.
But
Okay.
you know, I mean, Friday nights they
just
have
every
late.
other
They have
day.
late Friday nights. It's beer and guns and bullets and.
Oh, that
Jersey
sounds like a
guns.
very
gun.
safe venue to be in.
It is. That's,
You
that's where I
guys,
like to be. That's where I like to be. Where the alcohol and the guns are.
You guys are fascinating. You're fascinating to me because you play off each other like crazy in the clips, and more so here. Like, you guys are so free here. It's been interesting, and I wish I had more time. But the 1-on-3 segment.
Are you kicking us off?
It's wrapping up. No, actually, we're just going to switch chairs, and we're going to bring Robert back here in just a minute. We have another clip that we are going to show of your show, and so far 3 episodes have aired. Is
3
that
episodes.
correct?
3,
okay,
yeah.
cool. And how many episodes total have you filmed?
Well, total there'll
7.
be 9.
Total there'll be 9. Okay.
Yes.
9.
Okay, very good. And we're going to see a highlight clip coming up here in a minute.
Now that the truck is in the garage, it's time for my favorite part of the process, demolition.
What in the world?
Smashing the windshield is usually my job, so now I gotta find something else to break. Hey, Chance, you wanted matching taillights in the back, right?
Oh, yeah, certainly, Mike.
I think I can handle that.
Mike!
Way to go, Mike!
Now that all the glass is good and smashed, it's time to call in the LSS glass removal specialist. Nelly! Get in there and kick that windshield out, would you?
Why do y'all insist on putting me where all the glass is?
Because you fit.
Luckily, today I wore my glass breaking shoes.
Oh, fine. There you go.
Wow.
Look out, don't get all that glass in your forearm.
It's safety glass, it's okay.
Oh,
It's just a little glass splinter. I'm a man, I can handle it.
seat's got to come out, right? Get it back together, make it pretty, make it functional. Get this guy some work. Well, I'm gonna go learn how to lay brick.
I'm gonna learn how to take a nap. Woo! Come out of here. Trick My What? You can see it every Friday night, 10 o'clock Eastern, 9 o'clock Central. We're pleased to be joined by the guys here. And we have another crew coming in to join us in the second half of today's
B-team.
game. You got it. B-team.
Speaking of B-team, Robert, I'm so glad you're back. Eric's job's harder than I thought.
Taking on those defensive linemen and linebackers every
sweating
week?
like crazy interview.
Oh, you're
They
talking about
assigned
here.
me 3 guys.
Oh, you had to.
You can't block 3 guys. Or you can't rush over 3 guys. What's it called?
You
can't.
Yeah.
Fight past 3 guys?